Hello everyone, this is the new ProHUD Live. I've been working a lot behind the scenes developing this, so sit back and let me tell you why it's awesome. So number one, what is ProHUD? ProHUD is something I developed to turn boring spectator footage into a POV style camera, which makes it much more engaging and easier to follow the player we're spectating. It's just much easier to keep track of his cooldowns, items, mana, because everything is right where you expect it to be and in full size. This is cool because a lot of the times pro players play much better off stream. So this is a way to still be able to see the game from their perspective, and also for players like Dopa who cannot stream in the Korean server, we can still track him on his way to rank 1 with an interface that's similar to a real stream. This is something I developed months ago, but what's new now is that everything you see here is working live. With a couple clicks we can change the perspective to whoever we want and it will update immediately. It will change to the right resource bar color, the kills and creep score, items, everything in an instant. The old way of ProHUD was very time consuming. You had to record the same game 3 different times, edit those 3 videos all together in a really painfully slow process, and on top of that, change the HP bar color to green frame by frame. After all this work was done and you press render, the computer will then take around 18 to 26 hours to deliver the video. This was how the first ProHUD videos were made, and at the time I had the idea of making a light version, so the render times would come down considerably for a stream. Record a couple of quality solo queue matches that weren't streamed, apply the ProHUD and stream them for like 2 or 3 hours. And that's how this idea started. So I ditched After Effects and DaVinci Resolve and started working on a new way. A better way to have instant ProHUD videos. And today I'm presenting you the result of a lot of work. So like I already said before, all of this is working live. I can change the champions at any time. We don't have to be stuck to one player like before. If the person we're spectating is recalling, we can take a look at bot lane. If there's a fight in the jungle, we can jump right into it. If his team got a pentakill on the other side of the map, we can rewind the game and watch it. I said that this was similar to a real stream, but the truth is that it's much better. It's like having access to 10 private streams while also having complete control over time. We can rewind it or fast forward. There's really no limit to what we can do. But that's not it. No, we also have access to a simplified tab menu that also keeps track of the dragons taken. We can check the gold with a toggle button. There's really not much I can do, that's on Riot's side. Either it shows items or gold. So when someone is recalling, we can quickly see how much gold he has, which is a good thing if you are trying to get better at the game. Learning back timings is important, like when does he go back, with how much gold does he usually recall, what does he buy on the first back, second, third, you get the idea. For this to work, I'm using a 3-monitor setup. I have this one here with the actual game running because we still need that for input. This one here is just for OBS to control the stream and the overlays like updating the player's name and the champions and random pop-up clips. And this one here is just a final output so I can see in full screen what I'm sending out there to the world. And because there's so much variables, so much stuff to control, I got myself one of these and it has been a huge help. Like this first button toggles the green HP bar. It doesn't work very well on every champion, so it's important to be able to turn it off when it starts looking weird. The next swaps between mana and energy. Almost every champion uses one or the other, so I'm safe with these two. These buttons are just random effects. This is to swap champions. I press it, it starts this loading animation, and then I can select a new champion. This is the extra stats button. It's when you press C in game and it shows the rune stats. Like, we really have it all, there's no compromises here. This one is the death screen. It's just here for fun, I don't think I'll use it much, but yeah, it tints the screen and shows the death timer. This one is also for fun. It places a fake camera on screen, but the screen will be displaying the actual game. And in the second monitor, you can see here with the Twitch chat open, it's actually live. If you type on my stream, it will show up in this monitor, like so. It's one of those things that I'm sure nobody will care, but I had fun doing it. This places a video loop of Topa, this one places a video loop of Deepfaker, this is just silly effects, this centers the camera on the target champion, if for some reason the game lost focus. This one is not a button, it's just here to complete the picture. This is the pre-game checklist. Every time we load a new game, there's a bunch of settings I need to change, and this does it all for me. It's still like 8 actions, so it's a nice help. This one cuts to the loading screen. These are just more silly effects and sound effects. This one. Remember when I said that almost every champion uses mana or energy? This bar is for those annoying ones that have different colors. This was a huge problem, because if the champion uses mana, I use the blue bar. If they use energy, I use the yellow bar. If they have a resource bar that changes color, I'm screwed. Because the way this works is either one or the other, not both. So for champions like Rumble that change color 4 times, it was just insane to try to make it work. After a ton of brainstorming, I was able to come up with a code that loads a new bar according to the input. So if the input is white, it's showing the white bar. If the input turns yellow, it stops the white bar and turns on the yellow. This was insane to pull off, and at the time it was my proudest editing achievement. But this was After Effects, you know, a ton of editing and even longer render times. This was months ago. A couple days ago, I had a big breakthrough and I was able to find a solution that works with every freaking bar instantly. I call it the multi-resource bar, the one resource bar to rule them all. The animation is just like a real bar and it changes to the right color just like the real thing. I only have it turned off because it's kind of a one size fits all. And I made some specific upgrades to the other bars. Like when they are depleted, they are not completely black like in the game. They will show this dark blue or dark green, which I think looks nicer, and I can't do that with the multi-bar. The multi-bar will just look black when depleted, just like in the game. And this is to swap between the red and blue team. Everything here is specific to one side. If you want to track champions on the other side, we have to swap. We can see here that we are on the blue side. So we press this button, go back, press the red side folder, select the red side, and now we're done. So yeah, I'm really excited to share this with you, and I'm going to be streaming the best of the Korean server regularly at Twitch. So make sure you follow me there and share this video. It would be great if Riot noticed me. It would really make my day. But anyway, thank you for watching and good luck on the fields of justice.